Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to talk about Tia's new show. So, this is a good show. We're only 2 episodes in, but so far, so good. Um, I don't know what's going on with Tia and the comment sections online. I was with my sister Saturday night, and we had a full discussion about Tia and the way that people are reacting to Tia. And even she was the same way, like, I don't understand it. I don't understand why people don't understand what she's saying. My sister, who's married, who has 4 kids, right? She has a stepson and 3 biological kids, but 4 kids nonetheless, right? Um, we had the same thoughts basically, and on this situation. I don't get it. And I feel like people are either purposely misunderstanding Tia, or they're just choosing to hear what they want to hear, or they have their mind set on Tia, excuse me, leaving this black man. So why are you crying now? Um, I don't know. It's weird because if you listen to Tia talk, Tia is telling you what she feels, how she was raised. Like this episode, she hit on it's hard for her to just to date to have fun, like, because she was always taught, it was instilled in them that you date to marry. So all of that, oh, you dating just to have fun and dating to go out just to hang out for a couple hours, no, the intent is for you to find a husband. So if the intent is for this not to go past the first date or even the second, third, fourth, fifth, then girl, what are we doing? That's how Tia was raised. Tia went from one relationship with her sister, being connected to the hip, right? Growing up in the same household, working together. It's kind of like that married couple who, lives together, works together. They have no time apart. They're always with each other. Eventually, there may become a time where they start to bump heads because, girl, we always together. You know what I'm saying? So Tia went from being with her sister, growing up in the same household, working together, and then turning 18, and then her meeting Corey at 20, her being with Corey. This girl, this ring light. I have not had issues with this ring light. If the light goes out, we're gonna have to just keep on going because I don't want to get caught up in this ring light going off and on. But you have her being with Corey, I think, for 22 years, and people not really grasping why she feels the way that she feels. Uh-uh. People not grasping why she feels the way that she feels about her marriage coming to an end. She was with this man more than half of her life, okay? Or at least half of her life. And now this person who she thought, and it's so disappointing because when I look at the comment section, it be the girls. Tia thought she was going to have the fairy tale. I'm going to meet my Prince Charming. I'm going to lose my virginity or give him my virginity, or however you say it. I'm going to have my daughter, my son. I'm going to have my White House, a picket fence, right? And then I'm going to live happily ever after. And then, girl, it was a crack in the picture. Oh my God, I don't think I love my husband, and I don't want to do this. The last episode, Tia was crying in the confessional, saying that she never realized that she had a choice. Like, I realize now at my big age that I actually have a choice and I have a say so in the way that I want my life to go, and not just how I was raised and what I was taught to believe in. If Tia was raised to believe that marriage is the outcome when you date, you don't think that Tia was also probably raised to believe that you don't get a divorce? I don't know. I just don't get it. I really don't. I don't get it. And it's so crazy because I sometimes expect certain comments to come from men, but when I see the women, it's like, girl, y'all ain't no better. Y'all really ain't no better than the niggas because y'all think just like them. Probably even worse because now it's like, how dare you leave this good black man, Savannah? Well, girl, you go get him. Okay, tell me how we go. um. Anyway, so Tia's having her ring repurposed. She wants to make some jewelry for her kids. You know, she has a son and a daughter. Um, I do want to say this about Tia though, and the therapist help us out. You know what makes me sad? It makes me sad when I hear anyone, gay, straight, non-binary, I don't care, think that if they are not in a relationship, they're gonna die alone. Tia said that. I don't want to die alone. And I'm so happy her friend Natasha said, girl, you have us. And I was like, thank God somebody said that. It's sad to me because there are people out there who really believe that if I'm not in a relationship with the opposite sex or whomever you may be attracted to, if I die and I'm not in a committed relationship, that means I died alone. Tia has kids, she has family, she has friends. Tia has people in her life that love her. But because Tia believes that if I'm not in a relationship, I'm going to die alone. Sister, unless you get into some wreck with your man or y'all both take pills at the same time, you're probably going to die alone anyways. Girl, and your man going to move on after he bury you and probably go find another wife. I think Tia is still stuck in wanting to be, I think Tia she may be a little codependent because your story is you hopped out of one relationship with your sister into this committed marriage, this, relationship with your husband. And now it's like you're ready to get back on the saddle. And I know it's probably been a couple of years, right? Because she got a divorce, then they taped the show. So, it's been probably been 2 or 3 years. But you would think that with that being Tia's story, that Tia would even really just want to just pump the brakes, even if it was 5 or 6 years. Like, girl, do you even really know yourself? But she's so ready to kind of like get back into another relationship after you've already gotten out of two. But I think that also goes into her always being connected to someone. I don't think it's true, again, that just because you're not in a relationship, that means that when you die, you're dying alone. That's not true. That's not true. And I hate when I hear people say that because it also kind of goes into that lane of you not even recognizing or realizing that you have people around you that love and care for you. But because you are so attached to making sure that you have a man, that if I don't have a man and I died alone. um We're gonna get to some fun parts. Right now, this is a little heavy. Okay, well, we're gonna get to some fun parts. Because this episode was actually really, 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 really funny. Um, so Sierra, that's her assistant, convinces her to go on the speed dating. The speed dating was cute. She was kind of nervous. She was kind of nervous. Some of the guys were cute. It was only really two that were cute to me. The first guy was from Italy. I think his name was Luigi. Luigi was cute, bitch. When she was making fun of how tall he was, girl, where he was short, okay? Um, but girl, she basically said that when he stood up from the table, his height didn't change, okay? There was another guy. I think his name was Mahara. I think that's how he said his, like, you know how people say Mahara? I think that was his name, like Mahara. Um, he was cute, but she really didn't find a connection with anybody there. It was just, you know, and it probably worked for her. And I will say this. I will say this much. Tia wants to date. I feel like she should let it go for a little bit. But if that's what she wants to do, um, I will say I thought that was like a good step into getting back into the dating world, right? Because now the speed dating is only 5 minutes per person. So it's not like you have this obligation to sit here and entertain this person for 3 and 4 hours over dinner. Girl, you go in, you do the 5 minutes. When the timer buzzes, the next person goes, and you know what I'm saying. So I feel like that takes a lot of the pressure off of the situation. But because again, Tia had in her mind that she is not able to do this because what's the purpose? Because my whole purpose is to try to get married. That's what I was always taught. You date to marry. You don't date because you're just having fun, right? Um, it was funny. She was talking to some of the producers and the cameramen because she was like, "What do I talk about?" Like she was nervous because Tia is a celebrity, right? And so her whole thing is, if these people are familiar with my face, then they'll know more about me and I won't know anything about them. So basically, how do I navigate the conversation with me coming into this situation with these people, these men who may know who I am, may know stuff about me, and I don't know anything about them. I thought that was cute. Um, what should she say? Oh, she was talking with I think I forgot who brought it up, but someone said like, "Are you confident, secure? Can you handle like her status? What's your status at the bank? Hello, can you handle the fact that she is Tia Mowry and you will see her on TV and you will see her on the blogs, right? Are you secure enough, girl? Girl, wanted to quit now. Let me tell you something, Natasha." Natasha asked Sierra. They said they wanted to do they wanted to set her up on a date. So they went and they created her they I think they went back into her online dating account and they set it back up and they met up with the guys to kind of vet them out and to see if they would make the cut to even go meet with Tia. So it was Natasha and Sierra. I'm getting ahead of myself. One of the questions that Natasha asked Sierra, do you think it's a little aggressive if I ask, have you ever been attracted to the same sex? I mean, this is LA. And I say, hell no, it ain't. Girl, it ain't rude. Y'all be scared to ask questions. I don't want to sound like I have this internalized homophobia in me because that's not what it is. But I think that if you want to know, bitch, you gotta ask, especially in 2024. But y'all be scared to ask the questions, the right questions. Are you attracted to the same sex? Have you ever even thought about having sex with the same sex? Have you had sex with the same sex? Girl, if I look in your search engine on your PORN accounts, what will I see? Hello? Will I see heterosexual? Will I see dogs, cats, animals, snakes, and horses? Right. I don't think it was rude. I don't think it was aggressive. Girl, you got to ask questions like that. You have to ask questions like that. Did you experiment in college with the same sex? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever touched somebody? Girl, you gotta ask, but you gotta ask it, you gotta ask it 15 different ways. Okay, okay. Huh. Anyways, she didn't find anybody at the speed dating. One the my hair guy, he asked for Tia's number. Tia told him, I'll take your number. Sierra asked her, "Are you gonna call him?" She said, "F no." Girl, Tia wasn't. Let me tell you something. Tia want her a rough that girl. She want a rough neck that can satisfy me just for me. Hey, if you wanna come, cause I'm that kind of girl. I got a freaking it. Everybody saying we don't give a damn about a thing. Hey, and I will be a freak until the day. Hey, until the time, hey, and we can rock all through the night of the early morning, hey, and I wanna take you around on a gangsta lane, and we can walk all through the night. It's all good for me. Girl, shout out to Adina Howard, okay? Girl, Tia want her a roughneck nigga who can satisfy me. She said, y'all niggas is weak. Girl, that's your problem. Okay, let me shut up. Sierra and Natasha and Tia have a conversation, and she tells Tamara, not Tamara, girl, Tamara ain't got nothing to do with this. She tells Tia maybe you shouldn't be in a rush, and there's nothing wrong with wanting a part. Oh, that's what I put. Okay, there is nothing wrong with wanting to be in a relationship. I think that if you are in a healthy, positive, loving, mutual beneficial relationship, and everyone involved can say that they are really, honestly, truly happy, I think it could be a beautiful thing. I really, really do. However, I don't think that you being in a relationship should determine your value or your worth. I feel like society has done a number on all of us to make us believe, well, not me, okay, but I feel like they have done a number on a lot of us, even those who have had to unlearn it. That if you are not in proximity to, especially if you're a man, right? Because the first thing people throw in your face when you, especially a woman who ain't got no man, you ain't even got no man. Sure, you ain't even got no man. That's the first thing they say. So if you don't have a man, if you don't have somebody who claims you, if you don't have somebody who proposed to you, if you don't have nobody who made you an honest woman, there's no value in you. And I think that's another thing Tia is going to have to unlearn. That girl, it's okay for you to want to be in a relationship, but girl, you not being in a relationship does not make you less of a person. It does not. It just means you single. That's it. And if that person coming into your life cannot add value, there's no need for the motherfucker to be there. That's it. Tia at one point, I think Tia at one point was dating, and she was talking about how she dated a guy when they went out on a date. He took his grill out and put the grill on the table. See, let me tell you something. One thing I learned from Erica De Niro TV. Shout out to Erica De Niro TV. Girl, keep your standards high as giraffe. Pussy. Hello, that's what she say. Let me tell you something. Do I believe that sometimes people can have unrealistic expectations when they go into dating? Yes. It's one thing for somebody to be like, I only date billionaires. Girl, like, realistically speaking, there are not too many people out there who will come in contact with a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I think it's one thing for you to say, I only date a man who makes six figures or more. I think that's more realistic than saying I only date billionaires. You see what I'm saying? I think that once you I think once you set your standards and your standards are rooted in reality, those are your standards. And what happens is when you start to lower your standards, people who should not have access to you and should not be able to sit at a dinner table with you, they start to have access to you. And now they're allowed to sit at a dinner table with you and they take their grill out in the middle of dinner. When the truth of the matter is, he shouldn't have been at the fucking table with you in the first place. But because you lowered your standards, because you're so in a rush to find another nigga to lay up under, now you at dinner with a nigga who taking his teeth out and putting them on the table. You see what I'm saying? When if you would have kept your standards up here, the date would have never even happened. But you lowered your standards, and that's what your ass got. Tia also has a hair care line for girls with curly hair. I think it's called. Well, I don't know. I don't even know the name, honey. T4. Is it T4? I don't know, child. She has a hair care line for the hair care the curly hair community. Um, so again, Natasha and Sierra, they have now reactivated. That's what I was looking for earlier. They they reactivated Tia's online account, her dating app on the dating app. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm a little sleepy, y'all. We're gonna get through this though. They reactivated her account, and the men thought that they were coming to meet Tia, but they were actually meeting the friends. Now, it was one of the guys, his name was Joey. As soon as he sat down, I didn't like his energy. I don't know any of these men. I don't know any of these people we talk about, okay? But Joey gave me very much, girl, tick, 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 boom. He gave me like he was one of those men who women are dumb and men are smart. I'm in charge, I'm in control, and you're not. And I don't know how that works with a woman like Tia, who, can we just call it for what it is? I don't know how that's going to work with a woman like Tia, who is, self made, a multimillionaire. She was the head of household, she was the breadwinner. You can't come into her shit thinking you're going to run some stuff. You can come in and this could be a partnership. And that's another thing y'all need to start looking at y'all relationships as partnerships. But that's a conversation on a whole nother day. Girl, we you can come in as like a partnership, but girl, I'm already made. So you're gonna have to come in here bringing something to the table because the table is already here. What can you bring to it? Hello? He just gave me very much psychotic tea, tick tick boom, girl. I don't like his energy. He got mad at Natasha and Sierra because okay, I will give him this much. I can understand how it could be a little upsetting for you to think that you're about to go on a date with someone and then you walk in and then it's like, girl, where's the girl? Where's Tia? Oh, it's not her. We're vetting people out. Girl, what? So I can see how you could be a little bothered, right? Um, but I don't think it was to the point where he should have had the attitude that he had. He gave Natasha and Sierra a compliment, calling them beautiful, and Natasha skipped right over it and went to asking him a question. And he was like, you could have said thank you." Girl, y'all be thinking because y'all give a bitch a compliment, they go, we supposed to bow down to you and kiss your feet. And girl, thank you. Girl, I thought we were trying to get to know each other. No, actually, you're no. So you have the whole situation messed up. While yes, you thought you were coming to see Tia. No, you're not coming to see Tia. We're getting to know you. You don't need to know shit about me. See, that's how my attitude would have been. That's why Natasha got upset. Cause like, girl, that's how I would have been. You don't need to know shit about me, baby. That's where you got. That's where you got this whole situation mixed up. No, we're not getting to know each other. We're getting to know you, and that's going to determine whether or not you meet our sister. That's how this process goes. Okay. The last guy who came in, they didn't show his face, But he came and I felt like I was like, oh, he's coming like respectful. I mean, respectfully. So he's coming in and he gave them a handshake and then it went off. But it was just enough. It was kind of enough like, oh, okay, he ain't coming in on no rah, rah, rah. It could change with the next episode. Um, one of the guys, one of the guys, she was like, do you work out? I forgot his name. She was like, do you work out? He was like, yeah. She was like, you lying. And he did this and he made a most. And she was like, okay. Then he said him and his ex-girlfriend broke up because she had a heaven baby. For the girls who don't know what a heaven baby is, girl, is when you are with child and you choose not to continue with the pregnancy. We call those heaven babies. Okay. So one of his ex-girlfriend had a heaven baby. And he said he was upset because how you gonna send my baby to heaven, but you got all these white kids. I see why she sent your baby to heaven. And then he said he don't believe in affirmations because he got a lot of women in his family and all they do is beg. He said he don't believe in buying gifts because if I'm buying a gift, that means I must have messed up, right? Girl, what? Baby, get him out of here. Hey, we done. Yeah, girl, get him out of girl, get him out of my face. Girl. Um, girl, when Sierra asked him, "Who hurt you?" Girl, right? Because that's the stuff they always ask the girls, "Who hurt you, girl? Who hurt you?" Anyways, yeah, this is a cute episode. It was like I said, you have to watch. It was really, really funny. I like Tia, I really do. Again, it bothers I don't know why it bothers me, but it bothers. It bothers me because I feel like I know the angle people are coming from, and I think it's unfair to Tia. And y'all take out on Tia that the blogs are posting her, and they're breaking up everything she says in 15 different posts. And in real life, you don't have to click on those posts. You don't have to click on shit about Tia Mowry. You choose to. And then you choose to click on it. And then when you click on it, girl, you just want to complain. And girl, just keep scrolling. That's what I do. When I see stuff that I'm like, girl, I don't even care. I just keep on going and going and going and going because I don't care. Anyways, that was it. Let me look over my notes. Tia having a ring repurposed. Dating stresses her out. She was taught to marry. I mean, date to marry. So it's hard for her just to date. It's hard for her just to date because in her head, she's like taking it seriously. Like, I'm here to find a husband. And y'all talking about just going on a date just to have fun. No, I'm looking for a husband because that's what I was taught. Her parents not allowing them to date until they were 18. She didn't mind because she was making. Can I say something? I'm about to say something that's gonna piss some of the teenagers off. I was a child before. I don't think there's nothing wrong with y'all parents telling y'all can't have a boyfriend or girlfriend while y'all in high school. Well, I shouldn't have said that, huh? I don't. I don't think there's anything wrong with a parent or a guardian telling their sons and daughters, just not the daughters, or trans kids, gay, straight, non-binary, non-gender conforming, however you identify, your gender identity, sexuality, I don't care. I don't think there's anything wrong with parents telling their kids that they're not allowed to date until they turn 18 or at least until they graduate from high school. Girl, you don't even know yourself. Why are you trying to get into a relationship in high school? That probably more than likely ain't gonna last anyways. Shout out to the girls who still with their man, been together for 55 years. Okay, girl, whatever. But I'm saying most of the relationship, girl, it's not gonna last. No. Keep your head in them books. I hate to sound like an old school girl. I'm telling my age. Keep your head in your studies. Okay. Keep your head in your studies. Girl, go to school, make some of yourself. Or go whatever you're gonna do, whether it's going to football, basketball, sing, dance, I don't know. Girl, astronaut, IT, worry about that later. 5 minutes with each person. Um, one of her outfits she picked out for the speed dating looked a mess. She looked like she was going to church. Girl. Now, girl, you ain't got Tia does not give Tia gives me very modest when she dresses. There's nothing wrong with that. You could still be sexy. That's what the girls. That's why I want some of y'all to learn. You could be conservative when you dress. You can dress modestly, right, and still be sexy. I can show y'all some girls who be covered up and girl be tearing the fashion game up. Do you hear me? But you know, if I was a girl, I'm gonna show a little titty. Yes, I'm showing a little thigh. Okay, baby, I'm gonna work, girl. Girl, you only got one. Girl, if I was a girl and I had body too, girl, please. Girl, you only got one body. Girl, I'm gonna show it off. Girl, skin tight. Hey, okay. Um. Oh, she asked one of the guys, "Are you reading any books?" Girl, some good questions. Girl, what are some good questions to ask when you're on the speed dating? When was the last time you were tested for STDs and STIs? What is it like when you get angry? What is your relationship with your mother, your family? What? When was the last time you had a went for a checkup at the doctor's? How often do you go to the dentist? Are you financially stable? Can you get into money? I don't know. I don't know about no dating, but I'm just throwing questions out there. Can you get into money? Is it too soon? Oh, see, Natasha wanted to know, was it tacky to ask how much money do you make? Are you financially stable, girl? I don't know. I could see how it could come across as tacky because who talks about money like that on the first date? But girl, y'all gotta. I mean, I guess unless you're gonna take, I guess unless he'll want to take care of another man. Girl, I'm not trying to throw no shade at Corey, but I mean, I guess that's what she don't mind doing. Girl, let me shut up. Do what y'all want to do. Y'all grown. Um. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's it. All right, y'all. I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all.